Welcome to Leading Iowa, Good Government in Iowa's Cities. Coming up, 2 Iowa government leaders are going to tell you what they think good government in Iowa means to them. Then join us again for full episodes of Leading Iowa, Good Government in Iowa's Cities.
I'm Mike Holton, and I'm the city administrator in the city of Trainer, Iowa. And my thoughts on good governance, it really is pretty simplistic. It is you're a public servant. And when you're a public servant, you're asked to do a lot at the will of the people. And sometimes even it may become tedious. You always have the power of you to be able to help correct and help guide and help others, do better. I mean, it's basically everybody wants to just live a good quality of life. And I think a city administrator really is instrumental in trying to make that happen. Regardless of what some people might think they do, we really are there to help the people, public servant.
A lot of people, they hear government, they hear people who are in government, government, they don't do it, they don't know what they're doing, they're not helping, blah, blah, blah. How do you overcome that perception?
Well, I think one of the biggest ways to overcome the perception that they're there and they're against you is to always continually show that there are ways you can be for them and with them. So you're always working to sit there and be one of the people, especially a city administrator. I mean, they constantly see people out and about, and being a part of that public fabric, because you are one of them.
You're not an elected leader. You're not in it for the money. You're not in it for the glory of the press headlines. What drives you to do better every day?
Well, and I'm glad you said that about the in it for the money, because if city administrators were solely in it for the money, you wouldn't have any city administrators. They really are there at the beck and call. They probably were raised in such an atmosphere growing up that they always wanted to help others. You see a lot of city administrators come from all walks of life, but they have one thing in common. They do love people.
Do people love your outfits?
Today they love my outfit. Today they love it very much so.
Let's describe your outfit.
Well, today we're honoring our outgoing president of the Iowa League of Cities, Ashley Van Orney, and she loves pink. So I'm dressed in pink shorts, pink shirt, and I'm, throwing on a little bit of the Bermuda or the Hawaiian look with the Hawaiian shirt that I wore many, many times while drinking way too much. And we're not going to go into that because sometimes those things happen too.
You cut a striking figure.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Travis Gedkin, City Manager of Decorah, Iowa, and I'd say good governance is the ability for us to provide what our residents want and need in the community, and whatever the private sector is not willing to provide. Historically that had been police protection, fire protection, streets, water, sewer, that type of thing. Now that's a guaranteed. Now it's park systems, rec programming, mountain bike trails are a great example of what we've done in Decorah. Unfortunately, for many, it's a zero-sum game. You have so much money and you try and check off as many boxes as you possibly can with the limited resources we have.
Is that hard to do?
No, absolutely. There's way more wants than we can afford, that's for sure.
How do you prioritize?
Well, good thing for me, it's not just my decision. We have plenty of elected officials that it's their duty to prioritize, but I think we take into account how many residents it's going to impact overall, what other options might be available. If we can't pull something off, is there something close that residents can still enjoy within the area? So a lot of factors considered.
That's our show. Thanks for listening. Join us again right here for the next episode of Leading Iowa, Good Government in Iowa Cities. Make sure you like us and share us with your friends. Follow us on Facebook. Leading Iowa is a Valley Park production in association with the Iowa League of Cities. The show is executive produced by Katie Wheeler and Brad Cavanagh for the Iowa League of Cities. Jim Ludlow, Dave Martin, that's me, and David Snyder are executive producers for Valley Park Productions. Our show is edited and produced by Jason Stershic.